Hello, guys. Good morning or good afternoon. I don't know. How are you today? How are you doing? Are you fine? Yes? So, today, guys, we're going to study about the grammar topic can and can't for possibility. Okay? Remember that can means poder. Can't, não poder. Ok? Poder, não poder. Pode, não pode. Ok? So, for possibilities, para possibilidades, okay? So, pay attention, guys, on this lesson. Okay, let's start.
Grammar. Can and can't for possibility. Statements. Use can to talk about things that are possible.
In New York, you can take a ferry.
This means there are ferries. It's possible to take a ferry.
Okay, so here he said, we're going to talk about things that are possible, okay? So we can use can. For example, in New York, you can take a ferry. Em Nova York, você pode, né, pegar a ferry. O que é um ferry? É uma barca, um barco, tá? Esse transporte que vocês estão vendo aí, tá certo? It's a ferry boat, ok? So, em Nova York, você pode pegar um barco, ok? Ou uma barca, ok? Então, it's possible. So, this means there are ferries. It's possible to take a ferry, ok? Então, é possível, né, pegar um barco, ok? Let's keep going.
You can see a show.
You can see a show. Você pode ver um show, uma apresentação.
Use can't to talk about things that are not possible.
Museums are closed today.
We can't go to a museum today.
So pay attention. We talked about can, but pay attention, there is can't. So use can't to talk about things that are not possible, okay? For example, the boy said, museums are closed today, okay? The museums are closed. Os museus estão fechados hoje, ok? So what she said? She said, we can't go to a museum today. We can't go to a museum today. Então, se estão fechados os museus, nós não podemos. We can't. Nós não podemos. We can't go to a museum today. Nós não podemos. Não é possível ir para o museu hoje. Ok? So, can, affirmative. Can't, negative. Ok?
Notice, can't means cannot or cannot. People usually write cannot as one word. They say can't. Statements with can are subject plus can plus verb plus the rest of the statement.
You can take a ferry.
So guys, pay attention to the structure of the sentence. First you have subject, teacher. Who is the subject? I, you, he, she, it, we, they, okay? João, Maria, Ian, Rafael, okay? Gabriel. So the subject, okay? Who makes the action, okay? So subject plus can plus the verb and the rest of the sentence. For example, you can take a ferry. Você pode pegar um barco, ok? You can take a ferry. You can take a ferry. Você pode pegar um barco, ok? It's possible. É possível que você pode pegar um barco, ok? So that's the structure in affirmative form.
Notice, can is the same for all subjects. The verb is the same for all subjects.
I can take a ferry.
You can take a ferry.
He can take a ferry.
She can take a ferry.
We can take a ferry.
They can take a ferry.
So guys, this is very important. Can is the same for all subjects. The verb is the same for all subjects. It means that it won't change. For example, I can, you can, he, she, it, we, they can. Okay? Teacher, but in the simple present, he, she, it, we put s or es or ies. Yes, but can we do not use as or and not he cans. No, he can, she can. There's no variation. Okay, so pay attention on that, right?
Statements with can't are subject plus can't plus verb plus the rest of the statement.
You can't go to a museum.
So guys, it's almost the same thing, but the negative will put not. Can, not, can't. Okay? So, you can't go to a museum. Você não pode ir para o museu. Então não é possível você ir para o museu, ok? You can't. There's no possibility to go to a museum. You can't go to a museum, okay? So it's almost the same thing as the affirmative form, but you change can for can't, okay? You can't go to a museum. It's not possible to go to a museum. Você não pode ir para o museu, okay?
Notice, can't is the same for all subjects. The verb is the same for all subjects.
I can't go to a museum.
You can't go to a museum.
He can't go to a museum.
She can't go to a museum.
We can't go to a museum.
They can't go to a museum.
Okay, guys, so repeat after me. I can't go to a museum. Very good. You can't go to a museum. He can't go to a museum. She can't go to a museum. Yeah, very good. Okay, so it won't change. It's can't, okay? So, pay attention, guys, in this grammar check. Here we have complete the rules for can, can't. There is one extra item. Okay, so pay attention. Affirmative statements are na plus the rest of the statement. Negative statements are na plus the rest of the statement. So it's talking about the structure. Okay, remember that we studied the structure. Number 3, use can and can't. Na. Can't is the contraction, okay, the reduced form of na. So here are the answer, guys. Subject plus can't plus verb, cannot, subject plus can plus verb, and for all subject. Let's pay attention. Number 1, affirmative statements are. Guys, which options can we choose here about the affirmative statements? I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to think. Which one? Yes, subject plus can plus verb plus the rest of the statement. That is the structure of the affirmative form. Now the negative statements are what? Which option? This, or this? 5 seconds. Very good, guys. Subject plus can't plus verb plus the rest of the statements. It's almost the same thing of the affirmative form, but we change can for can't. Yes? Use can and can't for all subjects. Can't is the contraction of cannot. Okay, very good, guys. You're so intelligent.
Grammar. Can and can't for possibility. Statements. Use can to talk about things that are possible. Listen and repeat.
Pay attention, listen and repeat.
You can take a ferry.
He can see a show.
Your turn.
We can go to a museum.
Use can't to talk about things that are not possible.
Okay, so now guys, you're gonna listen and you is going to repeat, okay? Pay attention.
You can take a ferry.
Repeat.
You can take a ferry.
Very good. Now pay attention. Repeat.
He can see a show. He can see a show.
He can see a show. Very good. Okay, you listen and repeat.
We can go to a museum.
Hmm?
We can go to a museum.
Good. Repeat, guys.
I can't take a ferry. I can't take a ferry.
Okay, I can't take a ferry. Next one, repeat.
She can't see a show.
She can't see a show.
She can't see a show.
Very good. Next one.
They can't go to a museum. They can't go to a museum.
They can go to a museum. Very good. You're so intelligent, guys.
In conversation, you is the most common word before can. You often means people in general.
Yes, people in general. You.
You can take a ferry.
This means it is possible to take a ferry.
It's in general, right? It's in general. You can take a ferry. It's
You
possible to
can't
take a ferry.
take a picture.
You can't take a picture.
This means it is not
Você
possible
não pode
to
tirar
take a picture.
foto. Não é possível tirar foto aqui. Okay? Very good, guys. You're so intelligent. Okay, so guys, here there is some questions that you have to complete, right? So here you have can, can't, take, and get. Okay, so you're going to complete. For example, you can see a Broadway show in New York. Okay, you can see a Broadway show in New York. It's possible to see a Broadway show in New York, right? So we go to a castle. Remember a castle? Castelo. We go to a castle because there are no castles in the city. Pay attention. There are no castles in the city. Remember there are? Não tem, não existe. There are no castles in the city. So, if there are no castles, we can't go to a castle because there are no castles in the city. Ok? Não é possível, pessoal, a gente ver castelo se não tem castelo na cidade. Yes, we can't go to a castle because there are no castles in the city. Remember, castle. Okay? Castle. No, castle. Next one. He can, a yellow taxi cab to his hotel. Yes, he can, a yellow taxi cab to his hotel, right? To his hotel. So, can, take, or get? What do you think, guys? Can we take or get? Okay, no problem. He can take a yellow taxi cab to his hotel. We walk in the Central Park. We walk in Central Park. So it's possible to walk. Okay, walk. So we can walk in Central Park. Nós podemos andar no Central Park, caminhar no Central Park. You can't, board there. There's so much to do. Você não pode, board there. There's so much to do. You can't get bored. Ok? Você não pode ficar entediado lá. You can't get bored there. There's so much to do. Tem muita coisa para fazer. So there's so much to do. Tem muita coisa para fazer, então você não tem como ficar entediado. Ok? Let's go to the next one. Guys, this is your homework, okay? Read the information about a common arrow. Then complete the sentence, write can or can't and the verbs in the box. Use each verb once. Okay, so what you can do, you have to do? you have to complete the statements, okay, with the verbs and can or can't. For example, you can visit over 50 museums in New York. Okay, a show, guys, a show. A show today is too late. Pay attention, it's too late. É muito tarde. So, they, a show today. Can or can't? Can't. Por que, teacher, can't? Porque se tá muito tarde, como é que eu vou ver o show? Então, they can't. A show, guys, is go, see, take, use, visit or walk. See, right? Ok? They can't see a show today, it's too late. Eles não podem ver o show hoje, é muito tarde. Teacher, how can I do this? Guys, pay attention on the conversation. Lembra aquela conversation que a gente fez? Ela vai te ajudar muito com essa questão de dizer o go, see, take, visit, walk, ok? Vai lhe ajudar. I'm going to print this and post in your WhatsApp group, and then you're gonna copy on your notebook and take a picture and send to my WhatsApp, okay? I hope you have to understand. If you have any doubt, if you have a question, just ask me, just let me know, okay? So guys, this class we study about can and can't for possibility, right? If it's possible or it's not possible. For example, I can visit a mountain, for example. Eu posso visitar uma montanha. É possível visitar uma montanha, né? Or I can't go there. Eu não posso ir lá, né? It's not possible to be there, right? So a gente viu can e can't para possibilidades, ok? Can and can't. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this class, okay? So bye bye, see you soon.